languages of Japanese and Korean to keep everybody moving smoothly throughout the game. And it's good to have him in on the Cypher to get that intel around to the team. We do know Gambit's got the strength here, and it's an uphill battle for Crazy Racoon. And they're already heading towards B for Gambit.
Whoa, they aggressively work their way at mid. They get in onto the site. You still have one player who's playing backside. It was neth, and he gets cleaned up. So Gambit should have full access onto B right now. The remaining members of Crazy Racoon just now starting to rotate over. They're all going to be funneling in from the defensive side. But what will this retake look like? Medusa good for one on Redgar. Medusa good for a second as well. We were just talking about how he was an addition. Already picking up 2 big kills there. Sheydos trades it out though. But for this to even be a 2v2 at this point, and Chronicle and Sheydos for them to be so weak. Ade spots Chronicle. Creeping his way forward. Spike continuing to tick away. Sheydos drops as well. It's just, just dropped down to a 1v1. The shutdown was there. Munchkin wins the 1v1. Get Crazy Racoon on the board early.
Does not seem like Crazy Racoon's been thrown off too much yet, and there's good info just grabbed by Fisker's Guiding Light. Yeah,
look at Sheydos, look at Defo. They're trying to get out of there as quickly as possible. Chronicle's in a good spot. So the thing about taking all of this mid presence as well is you don't have to deal with as much of the utility that's stacked up in the exit or the entrance to site from Garage, so they're able to kind of avoid that mess and still get onto site. So you've got them all heavily stacked in there. Munchkin is playing back in defender spawn. Fisker playing backside as well as they continue to funnel in. Neth good for it. Neth good for a second. Munchkin gets in on it as well. So numbers advantage in favor of Crazy Racoon. 20 seconds left. The spike is going to go down. You've got 2 sheriffs. Devil's just down to 58 health. And Sheydos is in a much similar position. He's going to get dropped as well. So Crazy Racoon already tying the amount of rounds that they won in the entire series last time.
Last one over the 2 maps. That was the Gambit Stampede, I'm going to call it, going into B. Once they got funneled by that gravity well, they said, all right, everybody on the left side. There are the Seekers.
Again, clearing out mid. You see Redgar's just dropped back, picked up the spike. But they also have some presence in tree, right? Like, take a look at neth. He's in a spot where he can cause some noise. That's exactly what he's going to be able to do. Potentially cut off any rotations, working their way back towards B. Or they can flip it, right? Look at where Redgar's going. He's pulling out. Gambit have mid-map control. This could be seriously problematic for Crazy Racoon. Yes, Nats, he got up top, was able to cut that off like we mentioned, but they still have some presence there. Nats is going to blow it up though. Nats was deep behind enemy lines, able to cut that off, but Ade! Oh baby, Ade, good for 2, looking for the 3rd. No, it's Nats who shuts it down.
See a little bit of that miscomm there that allowed a lot of kills for Nats. Medusa now trying to get positioned up into heaven. The 2v2, and it is Gambit low, but they do get the spike down in this round.
Neural Theft came out too on the side of Gambit.
Cage triggered.
Crazy Racoon, they have some time to work with here. This Medusa. Playing up top in heaven. You've got Neth coming in from the opposite side as well. Neth's so weak off of that duel that we mentioned from Ade just a few moments ago. Neth good for 1 onto Redgar. Neth gets the 2nd as well. Crazy Raccoons, excuse me, the economy's busted. Handful though.
Little gravity well Cypher trap combination to catch him off guard. Defo down, Redgar down. Crazy Racoon on the retake. Great util setup, allowing Gambit to not really have to peek too much and give themselves up here before the end. Sheydos is going to take position outside Boathouse though.
And they have weapons, right? It's not like they're just rocking the Sheriff's. Chronicle saw a couple of players go by though, but Fisker wins a big one. Nat's able to trade it out, but the utility causing some damage. Sheydos in a great spot. Sheydos in a great spot, but no! Another round in favor of Crazy Racoon.
The Cypher Gate Caterpillar up the left side, the utility into Boathouse. Everything is so methodical right now for Crazy Racoon. Holding.
Yeah, but I think there's just so much info that's been gathered for Crazy Racoon that it's hard to push him off of those confident angles that you were just talking about. Fisker got an early flash down long, and now they have a great idea of where they are, and you don't check the 50. Neth's able to get 2. Medusa gets 1 as well. What is going on?
They're just pulling the rug out from under Gambit. That instantly, both were looking the same way as they came out of switch. A little bit of miscommunication. That spot was also played by Ade with the Spectre just a few rounds ago. So we're seeing Crazy Racoon be able to kind of formulate the same defenses. And it just seems like Gambit does not have their shoes tied on these entrances just yet. That's going to be another round. Good few pickups here. They need to do some type of damage to start this one off because 5 rounds now for Crazy Racoon. They start to work a little bit more off of each other's placement. Great movement by Nats to be just over the shoulder of Defo here. Medusa, Ade, everyone's caused spots or trouble in that switch spot. Let's see if it happens again for Gambit.
Defo taking a little bit of a tag off of the nade. Flash from Sheydos up mid. Nobody's there.
Hiding spot.
And again, Defo and Medusa just on the other side of the wall from one another. Defo has started to move forward. The spike is still down back towards B, which is very similar to what we saw a couple of rounds ago. Defo goes in aggressive. He's able to take one out on Ade, but Medusa trades it right back. He's able to get two. The neural theft comes online. Everything's been given away. They should know that the spike is further back now as well. Medusa dropping the cage. Seekers are coming out. Crazy Racoon are throwing everything they have at Gambit right now.
Incredible value from such an early round ultimate from Cypher. You see everyone, you see everything, but Gambit has used what won them placement in the earlier rounds. Remember, Nats getting up to heaven. They can walk through. They find this timing, and Redgar as well.
Neth alone in a 1v2. Defo's weak. Defo's out. It's just down to Redgar. 13 seconds left. He's going to have to get onto site. He's able to get past Neth. All right, so the first vision window comes out, and Neth lands the shots. A Red Bull clutch for...
Those ults you were talking about for Gambit are HypoC.
Oh, Medusa gets cleared out. It looked like he had something on the Defo and was able to tag him up. He's just down to 47 health. Got a little cheeky, got a little aggressive, got punished for it.
Trying to make some plays. They're feeling it. They're feeling it. The heal's going to come out for a bit. Defo back up to healthy, and we talked about the operator. Now that it's out, the Blade Storm did connect with a few, and that's exactly what Gambit needed to find a bit of confidence to get this cash roll going. Where will they decide to go? They just want the op. They want the op to work first, and Seekers are going to try to help that to happen. Oh, they know pizza.
Oh, nice shot from Defo. You're right. It was opened off from the Seekers to give that positioning away. It was a sitting duck there. Even if you clear it out, they know what corner you're sitting in. For Defo, it was a game of patience at that moment. Didn't have to wait very long. They turned their attention towards A. The flash out to make sure there's nobody in switch, like you called out. But Ade able to clean the first one up as Defo drops the op. Not going to be a problem any longer, at least for this round. Gambit with the numbers advantage. Haven't been able to say that very often as Nats on the tap. Ade the anchor, no, not able to get anything going either. Gambit finally find themselves around way beyond, or way behind what people expected.
They pushed right through. I love the smoke coming in there from Neth to kind of save Ade for mid and B here. You can tell by the Cypher trap placed on A, they don't have to worry about anything Crazy Racoon is going to do on the flank. They'll have an idea. So they're doing the same thing as last round with drone up Cat, which is going to make Crazy Racoon react. But again, it's the Gambit to mid B.
Nats gets the opener onto Fisker. Neth playing tight here with the judge. And he's not going to get a chance to make that bad boy sing. Gambit opting to rotate off here. They also drop the cam late. Nats does on the way out. Make sure there's no aggression coming in as well. And then you've also got the tripwire to keep you safe. Gambit turning their attention to A.
Very apparent why Gambit doesn't play Killjoy. They have like no Killjoy in any of their things. You can see why the Cypher just allows them to play so far across the map and away from some of that utility. Medusa almost with a clear shot. Cypher Gate doesn't help him.
Numbers advantage in favor of Gambit yet again. 3 members remain on the side of Crazy Racoon. The spike has not made its way onto the site yet, but 3/5 of Gambit has as Ade is going to drop as well. Nats makes his way back into the site. Neth looking to make some magic happen, but no, he drops. Nats is already good for 3. 8 seconds left. Can Munchkin do anything to delay the plant to try to push him off? No. Spike goes down. Munchkin does as well. Sheydos in the hands of Defo. We still have that Hunter's Fury line along with the Cosmic Divide, and now the Neural Theft. Great opener from Defo there onto Munchkin, applying pressure across mid with that op. But for Gambit, as has been customary the last couple of rounds, you make a little noise at the beginning, maybe get a pick as Defo just does, but then you wait.
Quick check. A little dog run up mid. And Fisker, I don't know if he wants to peek this. They know there's an operator out there.
Once again, drone
cap,
right?
Yeah.
Dialing in on that. Pistols for Crazy Racoon here. They want to try to play, at least some of the players do. Ade and Medusa with nothing more than a frenzy want to try to play that a bit tighter. But Gambit are just not giving them anything to work with.
Kind of a power and number strategy, right? There's no heavy flank right now. As long as your back is covered here for Ascent, you can push forward. It's going to be 5v4 straight to the site. The only one that's not there is going to be Ade. Let's see how Crazy Racoon answers.
Neth gets one. That's all he gets. Defo's flashed up, tries to go on top, tries to stay alive. No, gets cleaned up. Medusa's going to fall as well. The one member that remains on the side of Crazy Racoon is the member that you mentioned just a few moments ago, Ade. He was the only one not on the site. He shows up a bit late to the party, but the party has been shut down. There's nothing left. Gambit have gotten onto B. They've gotten the spike down. Excellent post plants as well. You still have Nats with the op, so for Ade here, at best, what, you play for exits?
Yeah, and Defo gets that up next round. They keep this flow going, and they hopefully bring it up to 6-6. All right, Ade. Looking for the 8 bullets to make his mark.
Yeah, I think he just plays for exits here. See if he can spot anything. Gambit now starting to push out. Not going to get spotted by the dart.
Oh,
he may have spotted Redgar there. Yeah, he's good for one. But that's it. So a couple of important things there. Yes, you heard a bit of economy, but as we mentioned, Nats flash the swing.
What a turn!
I don't know how the heck Nats wins that duel.
He's Nats, that's how, oh my word. Coming up big there, and that obviously is going to cause a bit of rotation. They know they have at least a 2-2 on the sites. And yeah, a quick hit to Defo there, so good information gained at a pivotal point for Crazy Racoon, but this is going to be a tough round for them.
Medusa. And a little antsy. Starting to creep forward. You see the Cosmic Divide should be coming out. There it is.
30 seconds
Cutting off
left.
any entrance in from defenders. But Medusa's in a spot to blow it up. Will he go unchecked? Medusa good for one. Medusa good for two. But that's all. Sheydos is able to trade it out. The spike is down, though, and that buys them time. Look at where Fisker is. Fisker's in a great spot. Chronicle can't easily get back to the spike. An excellent adaptation from Crazy Racoon. Crazy Racoon as well.
And you can see Nats isn't going to let anybody in there this time.
Yeah.
Spike very far back, as you just mentioned. The 2 members of Gambit still pushed up towards mid. This collects audio. This allows them space, and then they can pressure some shots as the Astra Stars fall. Looks like they don't want that position anymore.
Cage triggered.
Towards A this time. Let's see how they can roll it. Probably pull the Astra Stars back and get prepared for this as we see Nats pick up the spike. Actually, this could still be a reaction towards B. It's quite early.
Oh, they've just invested so much. There's the Hunter's Fury. They also dropped the Seekers. Nats is starting to rotate around. He's picked up the spike, but look at it. You called it, Riff. That Cosmic Divide comes down from Crazy Racoon. They throw the brakes on where Gambit were headed. They start to pull back, work across mid to get in towards Market. Neth is going to have cancels here, but I don't know. He was spotted. No, Defo was able to clean that up. Neth drops. Fisker still back sight. The spike is now going to show up, but Fisker is alone in a brutal spot. Unfortunate flash there as Defo's able to clean him up. Gambit have full control of B. They're going to get the spike down as well. The 2 remaining members of Crazy Racoon showing up on the defensive side, and they're going to have to bust the move here. The spike has been planted. Medusa's already been tagged up. Oh, and they know where he's coming from. You get one, you trade that out, but that's all they get. Gambit gets a 4. Crazy Racoon, at this point, back into defender spawn to really wreak havoc. Back there, I just don't know that they're going to be able to find the same opening. They've got a ton of Cypher util working its way into tree. You've also got Munchkin, who's there for the pinch to make sure nobody gets too undetected. How do Crazy Racoon hold this here?
Well, they have to be a little more aware of what's happening on each entry. That Owl Drone just took out one of the tripwires at A. We can see a bit of rotation now. Push out. Medusa wants more information now. They have to figure something out. Just a cat and mouse game over here by Nats and Ade in the smoke. What's going to happen? Ade's getting pressured from both sides.
How does Nats get away with that? And the neural theft is online. Munchkin's in a world of hurt. You can't continue to leave the middle of the map open, or Gambit are just going to waltz their way up and get everything that they want. The Bladestorm does not connect, but Sheydos does. Redgar gets one across the middle of the map as well as the spike goes down. Medusa in a 1v5, a Prime Gaming flawless round to...
Oh my god, look how far they're pushing up, Doug.
You talked about how their pistol was going to be excellent, and again, on full display, Sheydos and Nats are able to get 2. But the thing is, for Crazy Racoon, they've worked toward A, they have long control, they're going to farm, they're going to get the Ultra into Munchkin's hand as well to start to prioritize that. Ade in a tight spot, he was able to get one, but got traded out instantly. Again, tight! They continue to play these tight angles. Sheydos is good for 3, but Neth is in a brutal spot. He's got 12 armor. The thing is, all he's got is a classic too, and now he knows where Chronicle is, so he can play that aggressive. Is that a 1v2? Neth just down to 20 HP. The spike is not on the site. Redgar swings out. Gambit win the pistol. That's where you see some of the difference in these teams, right? Crazy Racoon defensively, mid was just left open, and Gambit were able to work it, and they worked it until it started to work, right? It was like a chip away until it broke them. But for Gambit, already early investing some of that, drop that tripwire there, make sure nobody gets through, and that looks like it's exactly where Crazy Racoon want to go. Again, the tripwire. That should be the sign. It's been cleared out. And they're thunderfooting the gravity well to delay it again. The rotation's coming out from Sheydos. But do they commit?
Oh, Sheydos finds one.
Crispy, baby. That shot was crispy. And the thing is, for Crazy Racoon, they haven't really found a way in either. The tag there from Nats, 2, 3. Sheydos gets cleared out, but Chronicle gets the last one. So we are tied up at 7-7 apiece for Crazy Racoon. This any team, you delay for just a moment, you think twice about where you want to go. Gambit are there to blow it up.
Gravity Well's ready right after those covers. You can see Redgar absolutely prepared to make sure that no one can get into his site. The rotation's now coming around. Nats on the heavy lurk. Will Crazy Racoon be able to hit it in time?
Chronicle read that so well. And now he's in a spot where there's no way out for Crazy Racoon. They're stuck here. The one difference, the one thing that could prove to be problematic is neth. Take a look at how he's getting back behind enemy lines. Neth has gotten 2. Now the spike's going to be able to rotate out. They have some room to breathe. They could go A, or they just want to double down on this pinch. They want to double down on the pinch. Redgar's dropped.
30 seconds left.
3-2. Oh my word. They're just one after the other done.
Neth should be able to pick up the spike, a 1v1. I don't know that Nat spotted him, but it doesn't matter because the second time around he does. Lands the shots. Gambit have the lead for the first time. On the side of Crazy Racoon, neural theft out as well. Punish.
You're going to get those tracers coming out of there. Nat's able to find it with the Phantom. What a shot from Defo.
Sheydos looking to give him a prime gaming flawless, and that's exactly what he does, is he gets the last 2 kills. So Gambit with those...
Very, very weird, but they produce the results. Chronicle with the Odin, it looks going to start getting that ripped out here so they can shut down anything that wants to come over to that B site. Full utility from the Cypher as well, so a bit different from Gambit here to play back and not show Crazy Racoon what they're doing right away.
Oh, but Sheydos is about to see a lot.
Does he flash it? Info.
How are them spidey senses, Sheydos?
He gets a little love from Redgar there, so he does have a gravity well or some cover to remove himself from a bad situation, and that might be happening pretty soon as he hears Vandals just on the other side.
So they opt to pop the smoke. Sheydos still playing tight. Yeah, and for Crazy Racoon, it just looks like they're going to pull off. The spike is rotating out as well. Slight difference from what we've seen previously is that Gambit have not taken space from opposite sides, right? Like they haven't pushed down B like they had on A. Drop the Seekers. Clears out all of mid. And is going to tag him over towards B main. Look at the rotation from Gambit.
Well, the Seekers just following him the whole way. Nobody wants to take him out. Oh, everybody knows they're going B now. The jig is up, and how can Gambit stop this?
Nats gets a blast pack to the face, gets cleaned up, and now Crazy Racoon, with everything that was invested towards B, that was invested across mid, they pull off, and they should have A for absolutely free, Riff.
They said, let the Seekers roll. Let them know we're going to B. We'll end at A if we can. Wow, Crazy Racoon just kind of dipping the strata here and there, figuring out what they can do in the middle of the round and calling this one real quick.
Now Medusa's in a spot where he's able to cut off the rotations and wrap around behind them, right? So those go through, Medusa creeping his way forward through the Cosmic Divide, and I don't... Okay, so Sheydos is starting to peek back, make sure there's nobody coming around. Medusa's about to have a 1v2 in front of him! The op shot was not the problem. Sheydos was. It looks like they're pulling off. I don't know that they want to try to defuse this thing, carry the weapons that they do have into the next round.
Oh, another one of my favorites. They just split site take. You instantly take the other site after a very extended period of rushing or pushing the map or one site across the map. So Crazy Racoon extending these rounds out as well to play in the last seconds.
Press forward, have they not? Exactly. And they have to invest at that point because you can't leave that left open. Oftentimes you have to double down on utility or you have to place somebody to hold an angle that they would have had otherwise. Sheydos patient. Fisker with the trade.
They'll have an operator over towards A. Setting up the smokes for that right now. Cover's pushed out by Defo. He's ready, and here come the Seekers. One's going to go towards mid, and they're going to follow into Tree and A. So many Astra Stars here from Redgar.
You've got Defo, and you've got Nats. Nats in a spot to have a highlight anchor play. play yet again, and
Wow.
he's able to get one. Gets tagged up, and all of that damage from the Viper's Pit, but Nats gets a second. Looking for more, Nats gets three!
Can you pressure him?
Wow! So good, he's so good in those instances, he's so good in those moments, constantly comes up with multi...
Spelling out his name. All right, Munchkin through. They're still going to try to push the wall here.
They also have some presence in from Garage. Defo was able to take care of one on the opposite side of the map, but the spike has made its way in towards B, and you can't leave Redgar alone here. He's been left undetected. You don't have any B main presence, though, if you're Gambit.
Yeah, this is going to be tough. Everybody in the site means they need to be holding. Oh, what a bounce. Jumps right into the center of that. The last few stars coming out for Neth so they can try to prevent Gambit the entry into the site. Odin, Operator, 2 Vandals, and the Odin's going to start us off.
And that kill got him the Hunter's Fury, so now they have a bit more room to work with. The thing for Munchkin is if he wants to go in aggressive with that showstopper, he can split it open, but forget about it. Fisker's alone, and Fisker's cleaned up. Gambit get to 11. They keep the Hunter's Fury. They've also got the Cosmic Divide that's going to be joining the fold as well. Gambit, full sail ahead.
Yeah,
make this thing something special. Defo's going to get smoked off early on. You also see the bite, the snake bite, or excuse me, the Poison Orb coming out early on to deny vision from the defender spawn of B.
First time we really see Crazy Racoon. Well, I wouldn't say first. They actually picked the spike right back up, so they're not going to leave it down. They still want to be able to move anywhere in a split second of something happening in the round. It seems like they want the mid ground, but only if they get a kill here on the side of Crazy Racoon. They're not trying to push up or take anything else out or pressure anybody in mid. They want Gambit to come to them, and that's a tough way to play. A bit of utility out. It's going to spell good things for Crazy Racoon. They can try to work around this dart after it goes down, possibly, as we see now. Ade pushing up through mid. They have the Viper's Pit, and they have possibly an opening if Munchkin can jump into the site with Showstopper here, if they feel comfortable.
I think the problem is here, the Viper util just kind of gave everything away from the beginning. Chronicle opting to use the Hunter's Fury early on, but they somehow make their way in. Nats gets cleaned up as well at the hands of Ade. They're going to go ahead and drop the Viper's Pit, but Sheydos going in aggressive, trying to clear it out. Somehow lands one shot onto Fisker, but that's it. Ade trades that out, but he's only got 1 HP left in this 1v3. Should be able to get the spike down because the remaining members of Gambit aren't near the site yet. They aren't on it. And I wonder if he's going to be able to dance back into his pit. Okay, so he does have time.
They've called him 1 HP.
Pulled back up.
Yeah, they've called it.
Yeah. I mean, throw everything you've got in there and then some. Ade's going to have to play this perfectly to make this happen. These are the kind of plays that are asterisk if he's able to pull it off, but no, he's not. Chronicle gets 3, Gambit gets to map point. Defo's going to get the defuse as well, get one step closer to bringing that Blade Storm online. Away, pressure down long. Ade's going to have to get the heck out of dodge. He's got the spike. No way that you die there, and it ends well. So you see him running for the fences. Now the thing is, will Redgar continue to hunt?
Looks like they're a little split with the spike right now. Everything happening on Cat is kind of the info grab. They want to back off. They want to go towards the mid. Defo looking to make another shot happen. His long is pushed here. B main is taken.
Yep.
They know that all of Crazy Racoon is in mid.
Have to be mid. Neth has been tagged up. 45 seconds left in the round, and Redgar.
Oh dear.
Redgar 1, Redgar 2, spike down as well. Redgar's about to get to shot at a third, but with 16 health, not able to do it. Neth cleans that up. Medusa does as well. As things are slowly but surely starting to turn their way back towards Crazy Racoon. A 3v2 in favor of Gambit, though. The spike is going to make its way in. Defo.
Great play.
That is huge. Left is huge, but they swing out anyway. Defo's able to clean that up. Neth is the last one that remains, and he's not going to be around for long. A 13-8 win. Defensive halves.
See what they have. Yeah, Fisker, his previous plays, except for this tournament, have been the raise jet, but now Fisker coming in with the jet and Ade too.
2 big early kills. Chronicle's going to get 1. On to Fisker. Ade looking to get the plant. Chronicle goes up top, spots Neth.
Spike's planted.
So the spike is going to go down. You've got Sheydos who's starting to show up as well.
Uh-oh.
We know how good they can be in pistols as well. Chronicle on the swing. He's just tanking the damage. Hello, swings out and he's stuck. People all around him. Sheydos is left alone in a 1v3. The thing is, you've got 2 of them that are very weak. Neth and Bazzi are. Sheydos' spot has been given away.
Ooh, hides behind the metal.
I don't know if Sheydos is going to have enough room or enough time. No, enough help. I also think for nats and Redgar, too short. Something a little different. You see how they're positioned. They want to play tight. Defo already got one with the Sheriff. Bazzi's dropped. They give that space right back up, but they got what they wanted.
All right, Fisker's going to use the Leer here to get in. Straight across the rope goes Neth. It looks like they're actually leaving Jet on the ground and let everybody else play the elevation.
Fisker's Guardian. Able to take out Chronicle. The spike goes down as well.
Oh boy.
And that wall up there makes it so difficult. They have to wrap around nets to make something happen. Fisker dancing around, dodging around. Yes, the Guardian's enough, but Defo's already gotten 3. With the Sheriff, he's healthy too. Gets 4.
Oh my god, no way.
1 HP. 4 bullets. The Cloudburst. The swing, Adi's able to back up, but I think he's going for lineups. The tap, there it is. The lineups there. Defo has to wait it out. He spotted him.
Wait, that went low?
Ade knows he landed low as well. Defo. Defo not able to land the shots. The ghost was there from Ade. The denial of time.
Pretty strong too. This is going to be a pretty hard pressure on A to start things off. Crazy Racoon. Whoa, just for the Leer.
Yeah, playing off the Leer, like you said, Fisker is able to take care of Sheydos early on. Chronicle's bad sight, Defo is as well. And of course, as I say that, he's not going to be around for long. Fisker is able to take care of that. The spike goes down, a 5v3 in favor of Crazy Racoon.
Doable, but not a lot of the members of Crazy Racoon are given the peaks.
Enemy down.
A little hit up for worse for wear there. Chronicle with 2.
Nice.
Redgar coming in from screen.
And it was playing off of the snake bite from Nats, forced him out of that angle. Setup was there. Munchkin with 2 big kills though. And he has info on where Chronicle is. A 1v3, no dice. Crazy Racoon. It looks like they're playing a bit off-site on the side of Gambit. You've got Defo who's playing tight. Or excuse me, not Defo. Redgar who's playing tight. Fisker working his way around the site, goes up top. Redgar good for 1 with the Sheriff. Munchkin looking to stuff that push though. He's already good for 2. Munchkin's played so well to open this map. What can Nats do? Oh man, if only you had anything other than a judge in that moment. Nats playing tight though.
Oh boy. Slowing this one down a little bit. Spike is there for Munchkin, but they're waiting for more peaks. I love this. Just calm before the storm from Gambit. They're saying, all right, you make a move. Because we've... Oh, no! Okay. That... That was close. Defo coming up with another big frag there. The Blade Storms for Defo are where we saw Gambit actually be able to control a lot of their maps. If it wasn't Nats and the rest of the team.
Till this point, you're going to have to continue to go toe-to-toe with Defo to try to take this map away. And that's not the start you want if you're Crazy Racoon.
A quick 2 attack. They take down Munchkin, one of the pivotal players right now for Crazy Racoon, so already starting off this round fantastic. We're seeing a bit of that ascent defense from Gambit on this round where they're pushing up to create the first attack from their defensive side. Nats looks like he wants to shut down what is an initial rush here. Oh god, he's just going to play the mind games. He can hear him.
Oh, I love that setup. Just a little bit of Viper tech there. Drops, gets into the smoke, pulls it back, and he gets the sightline before the opponents do. He wasn't able to convert it into a kill. Cleans up Fisker anyway, and Bazzi trades that back out. Viper util from Crazy Racoon going down towards B. They can lean that way. But the problem is Gambit is 3 here already. And Defo's holding mid, knowing there's no rotate off.
Poison Orb in mid just comes down. Though Defo gets an idea that nobody's crossing that area. He's still holding. You can see Redgar watching back as Crazy Racoon encroaches into the site. Neth with the wall. Will he have enough time? And he just drops Sheydos.
Wall's going to go up as well, so the spike should go down. Chronicle's got a little bit of util, 1 point away from having the Hunter's Fury online as well.
Shocked out Wars.
Bazzi with a little fancy footwork there to stay healthy. Spike continues to take. You see Chronicle stepping back. Still has 1 shock dart to work with.
This is a scary spot, Doug.
Testing the structural integrity of that wall. Make sure it's not going to cause any problems. There was the 1 shock dart that we saw. Chronicle drops as well. Ade still playing tight. Neth gets 1 to Fisker. The ult's going to come out. Bring Fisker back. Redgar had his hands full. A thrifty round win. 1 traded back into this round. Rifles the rest of the way. And they've got the Viper's pit right off the bat. Fisker landing that shot, though. And that takes all of that denial of info and denial of space away. Crazy Racoon push right into it. They take the space. And there's nobody else on the site, right? They're going to be able to take that for free.
Bazzi with the ult, Hade with the ult. They can just throw these down if necessary, but more than likely holding them into the next round, just showing you how confident they are moving forward. And they should be, especially on an eco round coming in. Chronicle's gonna make them think twice for a quick second. Chronicle looks for the end of his magazine to find Ade, but it does not happen.
Counter Viper's Pit. Redgar and Defo just have sheriffs as they work their way down B long.
Spike planted.
One benefit is they may not know where they're coming from, but Fisker's swinging out to check it. Defo upgrades a weapon, as does Redgar. Rifles online, and this becomes a certainly more winnable situation than it was before, but you still have to deal with the Viper's Pit. You still have to deal with Bazzi, and good, you check that box. That's done. It's just Ade playing outside of his ult. For now, he spots Defo! Ade still has 31 armor. A little ring around the rosy, and I don't know that Ade knows, but the timing's right. Ade comes up huge. The thing is, Crazy Racoon are going to be able to waltz into A for free, and you've got Fisker's op to hold the flank. Good for one. Boy. Oh man, Bazzi's there as well. There's just no way in for Gambit. How many shots is Fisker going to get away with? Again, Bazzi there to clean things up. A 3K for him. Nats alone. That's it. A 4K. Redgar using his wall early on. There's the first Hunter's Fury that you called. Is it going to be responded in kind? No, for now, not the case. Chronicle burns that early. 120 left in the round.
Here.
All right, so they have an idea of where Nats is. I'd say that's actually a pretty big advantage if you know you don't want to go towards him and play with that Viper tech you were talking about earlier. We saw him just use it at B long. And Nats will still hang out. Viper's Bite is going to go. They don't know exactly what's happening, but they're hoping to deter an attack. They're going to be right on the execution. It's just who comes up with the first blood here. So much patience.
It's just so difficult. You can get up to 410, but until you get past that, you haven't really advanced at all. Neth gets the opener onto Nats. So Hunter's Fury is going to come out from Bazzi as well as they try to entry onto the site. Sheydos try taking one with them, but no, drops Redgar. Looking to anchor down the site. He's going to take a shell to the face at the hands of Fisker as he's out as well. Numbers heavily in favor of Crazy Racoon. Just 2 members remain on the side of Gambit. Make that one. It's Defo. He's got the op too. It's not like he has a Blade Storm. Surely you save that. Potentially try to carry it into the next round. Maybe get an exit or 2 along the way.
So Crazy Racoon again, slowly move up. Munchkin into position on pipes. Somebody ready to go low. That's been Neth. The opening shots from Neth are huge. He drops Nats this round as Defo picks up another one. But Bazzi's Hunter's Fury, throwing that through screens, just an up-the-gut shot does not allow the rest of Gambit into the site to get in and retake. Now they're chasing Defo around, blood in the water, and they're gonna hunt him down. Operator grab. No.
They've had maybe a highlight moment or 2 that was fancy, but haven't been able to convert it into much. Defo. Frenzy. Nope. Nothing doing.
Munchkin gets a bit of overheal, back up to healthy. The wall actually comes in early. Set up on the side of Gambit to try and deter this. They don't know what. Crazy Raccoons is like, wait, why? We'll set up our own. We don't like this at all. Great movement by Munchkin, and the rest of Crazy Racoon is in B.
Slowly but surely creep their way forward. Important kill traded out from Sheydos as he's able to get 2 and back up.
30 seconds left.
Munchkin using the Empress. So the spike is down. Crazy Racoon gonna have a hard time getting to it, I believe. Yeah, if Nat swings out, he should have a sight line on it.
Bulldog by
Chronicle. Chronicle gets the second. Nats gets the third. Another thrifty. The op didn't work. But we'll see Fisker using that Blade Storm, see if he can make anything happen with that. For Crazy Racoon, they've worked their way into back yellow, just like we saw in the previous round. It was Chronicle's Bulldog that stuffed that push. Does he have it in him again?
Everybody's up near yellow. This is kind of like a well we have to round, and they're going to be pushing through right now. Gambit are more than happy to receive Crazy Racoon.
What a defensive hold. And it was all off of the Viper util, right? That wall was up, and Crazy Racoon are like, all right, baby, we're going. We hope you're ready for us. And Gambit were just able to handle that beautifully. Defo gets the last shot with the op. So for Gambit, a very convincing round win. And for Redgar has the heal, or the res, excuse me. So things go a little sideways depending on positioning. They can try to equalize the numbers again. Bladestorm coming out. The Lear. Defo's the one going hunting this time around.
Defo.
He's good for one.
Defo.
Getting the second and a third. Looking for more, but no. Bazzi stops it. Chronicle trades that out. Ade's left alone. The tap has started. Nats should be able to get it to half. And that's all the Crazy Racoon are going to be able to do. Yeah, him getting it to half secured that round. So Gambit gets a 4, 1 round away from ending the half, making their way forward, and then there's a wall actually across the middle of the map, so they can heavily stack towards A. The info that Sheydos gathered initially allows them to do that as well, but Crazy Racoon don't seem too concerned. Redgar was in a great spot, able to get 1, but that's all he was able to get. 3v2 in favor of Crazy Racoon. The 2 remaining members of Gambit are off-site. You've still got Defo, who's just now showing up, so full site control for Crazy Racoon. They have they haven't gotten the spike down yet. Hunter Fury coming out. Oh, Chronicle's been messed up. I like that. The patience, they wait, don't instantly get the spike down. Munchkin takes care of Chronicle. Defo's left alone with the op.
Chronicle fires the sonar bolt and instantly eats a Hunter's Fury from giving up his position. Crazy Racoon so ready on this, and that was going to be an operator and the Phantom coming in from Chronicle. So if they were able to play it slow, it's ops from Defo, but now the operator alone is very tough as he picks up a Phantom, Doug.
Does have a couple of updrafts and a couple of cloudbursts to work with. No reason to save here, so he can try to make something happen. Defo in a 1v3, playing tight, playing close. Munchkin good for 3, an excellent half from Crazy Racoon. Oh, Sheydos may have spotted Fisker there. Yep, lands the shots too, cleans him up. Nat's flanking his way around. Redgar looking to get the spike down as Defo gets another one. Heal up to Defo, good guy, but Ade had a big moment in the previous round. Can he do it again? No, not this time around. Sheydos takes care of that. Bazzi finds himself in a 2vx again. Now it's just Munchkin. Beautiful. Crazy Racoon, a heavy stack towards A, playing all around 410, as you see, and for good reason. Fisker already able to get 2. They're going to give some of that space back, but the damage has been done. They've already gotten the 2 kills they're looking for.
That's absurd. Just almost a collat coming in. Might have just been a sidestep into the headshot. Nats drops Fisker. They get that pivotal player out for Crazy Racoon, and now it is a 4v3 as we continue.
Ooh, crispy out from Redgar as well. A little tandem. Bit too much for him to handle. You also have Defo, who's got the Bladestorm, hasn't popped it yet.
You will not kill
Chronicle's coming back online. Neth, or Ade, excuse me, returning to the scene of the crime. See what went down. Gambit's still leaning towards A. They're going to use a drone. They're going, Griv.
It's really big that they were able to get res here. Having that Sova util come back up. Chronicle being able to use that to get into the site is what they need, especially a person down.
Look at Nats, the rat, lurking his way in, quietly dissecting all of what Crazy Racoon have set up. He's able to get behind them, grab a pick, and now from that, Gambit are actually going to rotate back towards B. You've only got Neth there, and for Crazy Racoon, you're at such a numbers disadvantage. I mean, you have 2 options here, right? Either you gamble, stack 2 on the same site, or split things out. Neth able to take care of Nats early on, but that's all that's going to happen. The spike should go down, leaving Ade in a 1v3.
Spike planted.
Hopefully doing a bit of damage on the way out. He's seen. All eyes on Ade. And he will try to do his hardest here to get around the wall.
Boone again. 3, heavy stack, 410. They refuse to give that space up. This time they don't have much as far as weaponry. Sheydos dismisses Fisker and gets away with the kill. And that's the only one who's playing down long. All you've got is a Sheriff. I mean, surely not, right?
To stay there is tough. Looking for the 1. And he's not done. He gets to stay alive in this situation. He'll slow and allow the team the information so they could rotate over, but Gambit is not deterred into the site. They go on B.
Sheydos opting to use the Empress here again.
Crazy
Racoon don't have much to work with as far as artillery. Sheydos going hunting. You're right. He goes up and over, gets deep back behind enemy lines, and Neth's Sheriff stops that dead in its tracks. Spike continuing to tick away. Redgar's position's been given away. No Hunter Fury to play off of as the spike continues to tick. Numbers advantage still in favor of Gambit. You see some of those lineups coming out. But that's it. That doesn't have any more, so the rest of it's just going to be a straight up fight for this site. You can see Neth waiting. He's going to drop the wall, and they're going to go. There's the wall. They start to swing around. Defo feeling it, swings around, able to take care of one. Nats does as well. A clean sweep as Gambit, where we were. Viper's Pit's coming out from A on the side of Crazy Racoon to deny that entry, but Nats already good for one. Fisker and Munchkin trading it out there as gunfight ensues down B long.
Slowing down after that, knowing the operator is just going to be taking people out. Almost a headshot. That's a tough one from Fisker, knowing that possibly goes through the wall. You will see Sheydos take the shot back as Nats into the kitchen. He's going to be behind enemy lines again.
That was a big kill out from Nats too. Just gets stuffed out from Fisker there. You talked about it. He tried going in aggressively again. This time, Fisker snuffs it out. The res is going to come out from Bazzi as well, so numbers leaning heavily in favor of Crazy Racoon, but they've gone up top. They've gone around it, and I don't know that Ade knows. The thing is, once the position's been given away, Ade's going to be able to pinch in. Neth creeping his way forward. Yeah, Neth good for one. Sheydos not getting anything going either. Munchkin playing around the poison orb. They're going to get in the kitchen, but that's the thing. You've got Fisker with an op, waiting for the angle, doesn't fire once, waits, does, and delays the second shot, gets cleaned up at the hands of Defo's Bladestorm.
They can still decide where to go. They don't even have the spike yet, which isn't a bad thing. They're just knowing that they're controlling the map. Viper's Pit and kitchen here.
There's just so much denial of information. Right, and off of that, you see Gambit are playing off. Nats is going to continue to be a nuisance, and that's just going to draw so much attention from Crazy Racoon. But Ade going in aggressive. Oh, Defo swings around. The Bladestorm cleans that up. Numbers in favor of Gambit. The spike's going to get onto site unless Bazzi has something to say about it. Dancing around. Bazzi good for one, but that's all Bazzi's good for. Defo gets 3. The spike should go down. Nats in a 1v2, so this is not the most miserable of circumstances to be in, but a difficult one nonetheless. If he gets the timing right, he can isolate it to a 1v1. Neth able to do that. Redgar out. Defo has the op, has the Bladestorm. Spike continuing to tick away as Neth heals up.
Stubbed his toe.
But still has to wait. The tap. Defo.
See the spike.
Oh boy, he thought about it. Oh boy, he thought about it. The Cloudburst is Neth looking to take offensive positioning here. Second Cloudburst, Spike continuing to take the dash across. Defo's just playing the time. Yeah, it's just a little bit of cat and mouse, and Neth is just not going to get a chance. Defo refuses to give him the opportunity. The Cloudburst misses, but I don't know that Neth is going to have time for it.
No,
really not. Yeah, he's running for the fences. Beautifully played by Defo. Continue to lure him in, lure him in, lure him in. Takes the bait.
And that's basically a second and a half the amount of time he needed to.
Both of these teams, and it's been so problematic, I think Defo just spotted Munchkin's hair. Just a straight.
Yeah, I don't think you heard the drop, but you're right. He's looking straight up. The gas wall goes across so they can get out safely, and they will know that Defo is at least in the area. Hunter's Fury here for Chronicle.
No
you see him moving up, and
what is that?
Neth climbing some mountains here.
Hunter's Fury's going to come out. It's going to be traded out as well. Again, Neth finds a cheeky spot. But is he, I mean, is he even going to get a shot at anything?
You will not kill
the res is going to come
allies.
out, bring Chronicle back online. Yeah, he has to give it back up. It was dope. It just didn't provide very much. Spike continuing to tick away at 5v4, make that a 5v3 as Defo's able to take care of Neth, looking for more. Spike ticking. Defo just narrowly missing that shot, but it doesn't matter because Redgar was there to clean things up. Ade's the last one that remains. Presumably going to try to carry the Phantom into the next round. Surely you don't take this 1v4. So he's going to bring that in. Gambit have tied things up. They were down again, but they showed that they just seem to be more comfortable playing from being down.
I think it's a lot of experience from these players, understanding, again, never down and out.
How would he be able to perform on the international stage? The guy has answered the call through and through and continues to look for more. Crazy Racoon full sending A right into the warm welcoming arms of Nats as he gets 2, not able to get a third as Fisker trades that out.
Grab that Phantom, run back home. It looks like that's what will happen. Guardian, 2 Phantoms here, 4v3. A very tough and tall task for Crazy Racoon to get back over and defuse this is what is going to be executed on for B.
Chronicle waiting. Make sure there's nobody coming around. Spotted a Guardian. Fisker.
Yeah, just a tap.
Up too. Now though, 2 remaining members on the side of Crazy Racoon pushing in from the same side of the map. The Viper's Wall is such a nuisance. Nats isn't around, so there's no lineups. There's no snake bites to cause problems. Crazy Racoon is still going to have to fight their way through the defenses of Gambit if they want a shot at this thing.
One
Excellent
enemy
idea of where Defo is, but Riv, it just may not matter. As Ade gets cleaned up as well, Bazzi has the shock dart, but he doesn't have any friends, he doesn't have any time, he doesn't have any health. Chronicle gets 3, Gambit take the lead.
Is there. Bazzi's got a lot of work.
Oh boy, he's got a lot of work. He's able to get 2. Nats stops that. Defo so weak, 30 HP.
Potential.
The spike is in kitchen and there's nobody around him. Nats and Defo in a 2v4. And Defo has 4 health, 4 HP to his name.
The momentum has been stopped. The rounds may tell a different story now, and it's going to be Crazy Racoon trying to sign off on this, but Nats rips a page out of that book. Will he be able to get more? Defo 4 HP, holding steady for someone to peek him. He looks like he'll back off of this situation to start.
I mean, this would be a back-breaking clutch.
Nats, how?
Gambit are able to pull it off. Nats good for 3, and they're going to get onto A. They're going to invest the Viper's Pit as well. Defo's going to show up a little bit late, but the res coming out from Neth should tip odds slowly, or slightly, but certainly back in Crazy Racoon's favor. Nats is going to have to pull off something absolutely filthy to make this happen. Such excellent use of utility. I like from Crazy Racoon, though, they're not all coming in from the same way. Munchkin's going in from defender spawn, and the rest of the members going in down low. Nats has been spotted, blasting his way through, and Defo just can't really be a factor here. Yeah, he gets cleaned up. The shock darts there. Munchkin cleans up Defo as well. They're going to get the defuse. Baby, we're tied up at 11.
I thought it was a mix-up by nobody following the drone, but they keep themselves safe. The drone does its job, finds way.
Nats testing the waters towards B long. If he gets an opening there, they might make something happen. Excellent shot out of Fisker. The shock dart to push things back as well. All right, so Nats did get the pick onto Ade down B long. But if they rotate off, you've got Munchkin who's taking the space away. Exactly what I was about to mention. Munchkin was there. He knew that they lost control of B. He also knew that they weren't going to be able to work their way A because the wall was up and because of the delay and the investment of utility. Munchkin reads that beautifully.
One of the biggest things throughout this round, Doug, is what you mentioned is there was an answer to each kill so far, but Gambit then come up with another one of their own, and what Nats has done may be the upper hand that gives them their 12th round.
Oh my god, look at where he is,
30
bro.
seconds left.
Again, a rat, but Bazzi kind of like senses something's wrong here.
Nats. Yep. Everybody's just checking their corners for Nats.
Well, and the thing is, Gambit have worked tube and kitchen so many times. You almost have to check it. Sheydos good for 1 out of Bazzi, and that should give Nats a bit more room to work with. But you've got Neth who's
Chronicle
slowing around, and he's the last one there. Fisker's already fallen, and Neth is alone. Nats' gun's gonna be spotted. Neth gets things down to a 1v2, but he gets tagged up. Empress online for Sheydos as well. If things get extra dicey, if things get extra spicy.
Knows where
Neth,
one is.
63 health. He's gonna have to heal himself up. The tap. The swing off. Sheydos is there to clean things up. Gambit get to map point. They get to series point. They get to knockout stage point.
Gambit's movement, I mean, I'm crediting Nats a lot, but everybody's in on these plays.
Should get a good bit of room to work with, a good bit of intel, and potentially a kill on someone sniffing out the lurk. The wall has been shot through. Oh, Bazzi! Bazzi's able to get the kill onto Nats. That's so big. And now look at where Munchkin is. Munchkin has wrapped his way all the way around. Gambit, they have no choice but to go forward. They're going to have to push through. Crazy Racoon's defensive start. Fisker dancing around, but Bazzi and Fisker are able to do it. Redgar was on the tap. Redgar in a 1v4. The Lear is there as well. The swing off is beautiful. Fisker gets 3. Oh, baby, we're going to overtime. Gambit taking some space away defensively down long. You see Defo has worked his way about halfway up. Make sure there's nobody in garage or working in from defender spawn. But look at where Munchkin is. Munchkin's doing a little bit of Nats. He's worked his way up into kitchen. And they can play off of that. Big kill off of Sheydos.
Oh, Munchkin, what can you do out there?
Yep. There it is. Munchkin good for 1 onto Redgar. The spike's going to pull off. They know that they have a bit more room to work with mid. They can rotate off. It's all going to come on to Defo early on. What kind of hold do you have in you? A bit of a defense of the Alamo type. As he's going to have to hold fast. I think he saw a
Defo.
Saw a ponytail. He saw the spike too. Able to get 1 onto Neth. Bazzi trades that up. A Chronicle taking care of Munchkin. So the lurk is gone. The chaos hits back sight. No longer a problem. Ade on the tap.
30 seconds left.
Ade on the kill. On a Chronicle that's so big. But Gambit, numbers advantage their way. Ade able to get the spike down. Woo!
Little spam.
27 armor and 89 health. Has to swing around, has to land the shots, and he does. Now he's got the Viper's Pit online. Nats done, but Sheydos. Sheydos, who had such a strong performance the first time around, and an opportunity here to bring this back for his team. Snakebite coming up from Arten. Spike continuing to tick away. Sheydos just so weak! Sheydos finds the timing! Sheydos gets 3! And he's gonna have enough time for the defuse. Gambit take the lead.
That was a very scary round from, I thought, the way Gambit reacted to the A hit. So many left mid, leaving that open for Munchkin. But
you've got mid control out from Munchkin. You've got B long control out from Fisker. So there's no reason to think that, oh, they are rotating off. Because of that, they're able to stay 3 on A.
It looks like it. Okay, he's just checking the back. I thought it might be a rotate out of the site. 3 members. Crazy Racoon ready for the execute.
That's big, but Sheydos trades it out.
30 seconds
neth
left.
Just playing in a little bit of util. Still so healthy, but Redgar was there. Munchkin's down to 1 HP. Fisker and Arten have a chance at this, a straight up 3v3, but Munchkin's just so weak. Munchkin's just so weak, but Arten finds the timing. He finds the shots onto Chronicle. Redgar gets the spike down the wall.
What an interesting position.
Arten's gonna have to swing all the way around, and guess what? Nats is there. Just 2 remaining on the side.
2v1.
Crazy Racoon, a 2v1. Redgar, the captain, able to land the shots. Good for 1. A 1v1. Redgar has the res too. Yeah, Redgar has the res. He's gonna be able to bring Defo back. Fisker should know
Fisker.
where that's coming from. He comes up top. Fisker has the height advantage.
Oh,
has the shots, but no, it's Redgar.